People, deluded, I'm back again. Now, you lot know I do this thing when it comes to young players. England's under 18s are playing in the Slovakia Cup, I believe, a tournament in Slovakia. I believe they're playing 3 fixtures, and obviously if they go further, things can happen for them. But I don't know. I'm literally just following England in this thing, people, because that's all I can get access to with streams and that. But they're playing in that. I personally feel, obviously we're going to speak about before I waffle on, they beat Russia a 0 in their first game. But I believe this group of under 8, obviously, to be honest, people, any England age group, the under 16s and 15s, you lot know I love Jude Bellingham and all them players that were at his age group at that tournament in France, whether it's called Montague or something like that. You lot know I can't do the pronunciation thing, but one of them tournaments, them young G's are balling out in it. But yeah, so any age group, England are going to have hard players in it. Like, you can look at all of them. The Foden age group with Sandro and Callum Hudson-Odoi and all them players there. I think these 18s got ballers as well. You've got the couple lads at Spurs in White and Bennett. You've got our very own in this squad, Ben Cotterill. You've got Curtis Jones, forgive me if I'm wrong. You've got a couple Derby lads in there. Villa lad. You've got John-Jules or Quanku of Arsenal in addition to that. You've obviously got Tommy Doyle. For me, he was superb in that game, forgive me if I'm wrong, against Russia. He would be my player of the match, to be fair, because I know John-Jules scored and he's my guy. He plays for Arsenal. But for me, Tommy, passing range was a joy to watch, man. Really and truly. It was a joy to watch. Short range, long range. I wouldn't say he was screening the defence, but in a pivot, he looked like the deeper one in that game, people. And he was doing it with maturity. You know, them ones there, players just making the right decisions. Refreshing to see. Is it Daly? Forgive me if I'm wrong. He plays for Huddersfield, number 8. He did his thing in that role, as did both the wingers, Apaya, and them players there. I feel against Russia we played quite well, man. It was an enjoyable game. I feel on a large part I'd say we played at 60%. I feel obviously I'll do the review in regards to Slovakia tomorrow. People, you're going to give me a chime. But I was watching that game without spoiling it. Slovakia came at England. I don't feel Russia came at England. I feel they allowed us to play football. Probably starstruck between all the young players I highly spoke about. Felt Russia respected us too much. And we were playing some good stuff. They were clipping us and there was handbags at the end and they were kind of making it difficult at times. But they barely had a look in when they did get when they did break. It was quickly swept up, and Okonkwo was quick off his line, and our defenders did their job. I feel is it Ogbeta, forgive me, plays for City. He was doing his thing on the left hand side, as was is it Elise, the left sided centre half. I can't say his name. I think he plays for West Ham. Was doing his thing. You know, Vontae Daly Campbell doesn't need no invitation to go forward, and I purposely didn't say he's an Arsenal lad because I still retain hope of him signing a new deal. But it's the end of the season and his contract is up, so you have to kind of assume he's a free agent. I felt when the subs come on as well, they made a difference. But people, Russia just simply respected us too much and our boys enjoyed it. One thing I'd probably say from an England point of view, it looked like we did a lot of homework around set pieces because it looked like they couldn't cope with it. From a I was about to say Arsenal England perspective, I wanted to see us take a couple of them chances and score in that, and that was the only thing. Before I spoil it, obviously 26th or 25th minute, John-Jules scored. It all came from Russia. These young players on both sides have to learn not to, quite frankly, do dumb stuff, and it comes from their own making. It's a throw-in. I can't remember who, but one of our midfielders quickly intercepted it. Eventually, it fell into the path of John-Jules, who I wouldn't say it's a missed kick because he hits it true, but it's a bit of a weird finish, and it eventually finds its way in the back of the net, and it's 1-0. The only criticism I can say at this point, people, is that we know we're good and we're playing decent. The boys know they're playing well, and I just wanted to see a bit more killer instinct. Kill the game off, score some more goals, because this tournament football, this is what some of them are going to have to learn and implement into their game if they're going to progress at youth level and up the England rankings all the way up to first team level for England, and obviously for whatever clubs they play for in the future. Have to learn to be killers. I felt we played good stuff, man. It must have been an enjoyable game. Fullbacks going forward, centre halves playing football and rarely troubled, midfielders doing their thing. Is it Sharif of Liverpool? I think he played alright against Slovakia if he came on. Yeah, he did. But I feel in this game he could have done a bit better. Not that he played badly, but I know he's got ability. I just wanted to see it come out a bit more. We've done alright, man. We did alright, man, in the scheme of it. Second half was, like I said, more of the same, people. It's just second half probably worse. It's all England. It's actually all England. Like, I don't have much to say, people. I feel we played at 60%, not for want of trying. I feel our application was there, and preparation and output and effort, everything was there from the England lads. I just feel we was a class above them, and yeah, man, I feel Russia defeated themselves really and truly before it really got started, man. Obviously, like I said, I'll speak about the Slovakia game tomorrow, because I've got things to do. You have to allow me, people. Complete contrast, man. We drew that game 2-2. The second game that I'll speak about 2-2. We've won this game, so we've got 4 points, forgive me if I'm wrong, in the group at this stage. Obviously, I'm speaking about the first game that was played yesterday against Russia. 1-0 to us. We played again today, in case I've mixed you up when I've been blabbling on and on. But it's nice to see the young players, man. It's nice to see. I feel collectively, obviously, potential is just potential. Not everyone's going to make it and do things, but there's some potential in all the rankings, specifically this one as well. Some people are going to go on to decent stuff within this age group. For me, Doyle, I really like Doyle, man. Really like him. If he was wearing the number 4, it was hard to kind of make out on the stream, but I'm sure that was Doyle. The passing range, people, man, and forgive me if I'm wrong, he's got City blood in him and stuff like that. I know he badly wants to make it at City, but if I was a German club or any of these clubs there where they're kind of pickpocketing the English clubs now and bringing the youngsters over, a couple of Chelsea boys, 2 Arsenal players specifically, and Doyle would probably be the sort of people I'm trying to focus on. And it will be difficult to make it at City, and again, potential is just potential, but I feel he played very well, and like I said, for me, he's the one that really caught my eye. Number 6 for England, Elise as well, West Ham centre-half. First time really taking him in, if I'm honest with you, people, and I feel he was decent on the ball and stuff. Like I said, though, it is a game. Russia, it was a lovely game if I was an England player. Cause Russia, I don't want to disrespect them and say they didn't want to play, but it just looked like they defeated themselves before a ball was kicked. But in regards to our 1-0 victory against Russia, people, DG, I'm out. I got nothing more to say at this point.